Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you so much for keeping it here for yet another exciting episode of testimonials from my mentees. And I have two of my lovely mentees that I want them also to at least share their story with you. So ideally, when you're looking forward to joining this mentorship, you have something that you can learn from them. My good name is Lucy Tuo, your girl, mentor, realtor, and of course, your intentional mom in the market, realtor mom. So if you're a mom out there, please grab a cup of tea and let's hear how you can actually make money by, first of all, get into my mentorship and see the benefits before you jump in. There is an episode where one of my mentors said, you need to jump in real estate in style. Thank you so much, guys, for accepting my, invitation to come and share your story. And I will let, from my left side of,
Thank you, Lucy, for having me. My sweet name is Betty Wamboi.
Your sweet name. Good. And to my right?
Well, thank you so much for having me. My name is Caroline Wanjiko Irongo.
Wow. I'm looking at your growth, even just introducing yourselves and being very confident where you are. I want to applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Let's dive into your space. How did your space look like before real estate knocked at your door? Besides.
For me, I would say it was very different.
Mm-hmm.
My previous space was in agriculture. That is way different from real estate.
But agriculture is not far because you farm on land.
Yes.
Land is real estate. So you're not too far from the
Really?
two.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're in agriculture for how many years?
8 years?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold that thought. So where were we before we got into this?
Wow. Personally, I've been doing business. I'm into business, cleaning business. So I've just been doing cleaning business here and there. And I loved it, but I was like, I really needed something because I love real estate. I love houses, beautiful houses and stuff. So I had to definitely dive into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just love the beauty, not the money.
No, I love the beauty plus the money.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. So I'm asking that. I think it's just common for every realtor.
Yeah.
When you hear their story, it's just money motivated kind of an intention why they got into real estate, and then they jumped into it and they realized, okay, fine. Maybe your mindset changed when you got into the mentorship. But before then, you jumped into real estate because you loved seeing nice houses, the money. So was that the reality? How has it been before joining the real estate market?
Well, for me, I think the reality really did catch up, especially after I joined the mentorship.
Okay.
Because all I knew was just go sell, get your money, your commission, and then that's it. But then now with the mentorship program, you realize that there are a lot of things that you need to actually get into, like branding. You must position yourself. You must be able to be conversant with your clients.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm so thankful to this mentorship program.
Wow.
I'm so thankful.
Good. Let's not get into that fast. I want to hear, my good friend, tell me, you got into real estate.
Yes.
And you from this different profession.
Yeah.
It hasn't really been so long in it. How has it been?
It's been amazing. It's been 3 months now since I joined, and I can say I've really learned a lot. Because out there, people have the mentality that it's not that fancy in real estate because of the quack agents out there. But I've learned a lot. It's more than what we just see out there. Yes.
Let me ask my viewers a question, because I have a very a different opinion. people think real estate is all glam, as we're all sitting here. People think we make a lot of money. But I want to hear, what's your view about real estate? If you're out there, just one word. Whoever gives me the best of, maybe, you never know. We'll pick up that conversation. So, you have been in the real estate and you joined real estate in terms of business. When did you learn, or rather, where did you learn the mentorship and why did you join it?
I learned the mentorship online, and I joined because I wanted to sharpen my skills and to align myself with successful professionals, and to be able to actually know what I'm selling to my clients, not just to tell them, hey, there's a house here and then that's it.
Yeah.
At least to be able to know what I'm selling to my client, to be able to tell them this is a good deal or not. And I'm glad that I can right now.
You can.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Good. Betty.
Yes.
How's it for you?
I would say I've learned a lot, especially knowing that it's not only about selling. There are other things like commercial listing that you cannot also do it and not be into houses. You can help businesses find nice places for their business, and the financial modeling part of it. Everything has been amazing.
So where did you learn about the mentorship?
Online.
You knew about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Now, you are all like in this space where you're yearning for your growth. Is there the one thing, because I've picked up, especially from Betty, I've seen and I can pinpoint the growth side of things. But now having you out there doing your solo business, I've also seen something has shifted from how you do your videos. Because I keep tabs on how my mentees are doing. What's that one lesson? Every single day, you're going out and Lucy taught us we need to have this mindset as we're doing our business.
Well, it's a lot. But one thing for sure is to do your business professionally. You must portray the highest professional level out there. Either you're having a conversation with your clients, either you're, taking them on site.
Yeah.
You must look the part.
Yeah.
And you have to keep following up on them. And just be you out there. Very, very, do not be greedy.
Yeah.
Do not be greedy.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you're doing it with all your heart and passion. Yeah.
Can you see some changes in your closings, your sales or something?
A lot of changes.
Wow.
A lot of changes.
Okay.
Because now I'm handling it with knowledge and skills.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have grown from one place to another. And I thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
If you haven't seen this girl online, she's the queen of Syokimau real estate. So if you're looking for anything in Syokimau, rentals, or you're looking to buy, I can tell you, you're in safe hands and you're actually someone who's very knowledgeable. Because before she joined, she had really done quite well for herself. She has perfected the art, and I would love if she could earn your business out there. Let's look at also the queen of Kitengela commercial real estate here. Now, if there's one thing I'm amazed by you, Betty, is how I got Betty, or rather we've been working together for the last 3 months, and all the closings we've done through her. And when I'm saying that, it's just to assure you, if you have the right person to guide you in the right direction, and you know what is expected of you before the client, the sky is the limit. Could you tell us, how did it feel to close your first deal?
Amazing.
I remember you called me, actually like, oh, we are closing. And I'm just like, okay, this is normal to me. But then I also want to cheer her up, And before that closing, I was just looking at how intentional you were with the follow-up.
Yeah.
Yes. And you're one of the best students I've had, because I didn't expect to close that easily and have trust from people in you.
Yeah.
And just to give you your flowers,
Thank you.
one client called me, is like, you gave us the best. So I would want to tell people what you're doing different to get to where you are in 3 months.
I would say since I joined the mentorship, my confidence has gone up.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm self-aware of what I'm doing.
Yes.
And having so much interest into learning
Yeah.
and becoming a better person in the real estate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And now you go home knowing I can close deals.
Yes.
And you even know very technical terms. Let me tell you, whoever said real estate is tough, it's what you put in your mind. And I've seen people in different professions pick up and they make good money for themselves. Case in study, let me just say this, because this is a mentorship space. I always say, when you're starting up, have a mentor who is higher than you, right? Or someone you just admire. Admire the way they do their business, admire the way they conduct themselves, then have a colleague, right? I can attest to this. Christabel out there, you all know her, the co-founder of Rensco. I speak with Christabel nearly every single day. And part of our conversation is work. How are you doing? Any challenges? And we speak about things because there's mental strain that comes to the profession. You're expecting a deal. A client doesn't meet your expectations. And then the next thing, you had this huge expectation that just goes down the drain. Who do you talk to? Okay? Now, and I'm happy about that. Let's just go into the ropes of mentorship. What is that one thing you have admired from your mentor? Because I want to highlight some of the key things you need to look into when you're choosing your mentor. What is that one thing you saw and you're like, I want her to be my mentor through our program?
First of all is how you look. You look the part professionally.
Thank you.
You dress very well out there. You literally sell your brand.
Oh, thank
Yeah, so
you.
I like to give you your flowers back. And then secondly is how knowledgeable you are. You said that you've been in this industry for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I believe that with all that time that you've been in the industry, you have been growing slowly.
Yeah.
But now we can see that growth in you is like you're so proud of yourself. You're even willing to share with other people what you know.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're so knowledgeable.
Thank you.
So I was like, you know what? You have to tap from the best.
Yeah.
Because if you learn from the best, you definitely end up being the best.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Apart from how you look, how you present yourself, and being knowledgeable, you're also God-fearing. I like what you show out there on social media.
Thank you.
Motivation. You motivate us to wake up early in the morning and go to work or go to the gym.
But I'm not a morning person. I try. That is me really try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice.
I would say the way you branded yourself and positioned yourself in the market. Someone by checking your page, especially your Instagram page, can tell a lot. The way you dress, that is one thing we've all said. How knowledgeable you are, the terms you've taught us, the things we've really learned. All of us, when we came here, we didn't know that real estate has mathematics.
And that's a foundation of selling.
Yes, so people out there just sell for numbers,
Yeah.
but there's more than what
I
they
think at
say.
this point, I need to have a masterclass on just styling.
Yes.
And fashion and stuff.
Mhm.
And perhaps just bring my support team to just help people out there. Because I didn't know. I hear this from people. And I think Amanda, the stylist, embrace yourself, because I'm going to call you. We need to have a masterclass on this very soon. If you are of that idea, comment below. Now, I want to jump into that because the motivation behind starting my mentorship came from a point where at some point I got disappointed. People are quite mean to share information. People don't want to see, and when I say people, if I ever came to you for help, you're not in that category. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to say, I've seen majority of people lamenting how the places where they went for help, they were never helped, And it got to a point where when I started just sharing my story, there were so many people asking me, can I come and work with you? Can you be my mentor? And I'm sitting now and thinking, you can't sit with everyone, Why don't I be a voice? I didn't take mentorship. That was 3 years before I started. So let me be a voice to help people know that this is a good profession. You can do, you can excel, you can actually have a grip of it, out of it. And then as I'm doing that, everything exploded on my face. And I was just like, okay, fine. This is God perhaps placing me. So one of the things I want anyone out there, and you're looking for a mentor, try to look at the authenticity. Do they want you to grow? Are they happy for you? There are people who will mentor you, but when you get to a certain point, they start seeing you as a threat. I remember someone sitting me down and asking me, how do your peers who are ahead of you view you, or do you have a good relationship with them? And that was a really, really deep question. So being out there and you're looking for a place, you need a mentor who actually, as much as they're busy, they can actually call and tell you, yes, I'm busy, but I can avail myself to you. They're knowledgeable. They are authentic, I always say mentorship is not about the money here, because the things that I do over and above, this is more like a calling. And someone mentioned it to me. Mentorship is not for everybody. I am busy running my career, but I also want to point to people. And I know I've had people talk to me, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. But then if you listen to so many people, even as a mentor, you could get out of the way. And I'm happy that you're happy with the kind of mentorship we're offering at the Hub. And I can't wait to see what level 2 the real estate growth space is going to look like for all of us, And on that note, let me ask also, if you talk to someone out there who is trying to get their way around this industry, what would be that one thing you tell them?
Join.
Just join.
Don't even think twice. Come join. Yes.
Join the club.
It's worth it, and you will learn more than you actually think.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Make sure you join.
Wow. Do you have a question for your host? Mentor, for that matter?
I would ask, who do you look up to? Who's your mentor?
You want me to mention my mentor here?
Or one thing that you've learned from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Consistency and also authenticity. Let me just share something. And I know one of my mentors will pick up this is from you. So, as a woman in this industry, when you're starting out, it's very tough. You will get clients who, ideally, they want to work with you, but for the wrong reasons. And I remember going to one of my mentors, and she gave me her story that she had to leave a position because of, let me just say, for lack of a better word, I don't know how to baptize it, but favorism that comes with benefits, yes. So it's good to also, even as a woman, even as a man, get a mentor that would be very open to share some of these things that are never talked about in workplaces, or they're never talked about in any other spaces, because as a solo agent, you'll meet a client, they'll give you work, but then they want something in return. How do you deal with that? And that's why I always say you need to be grounded. I always thank God. I got into this real estate business after marriage. I was lucky. Sorry, guys, but I had to say it. Reason being, at times, I look back, the space we're in at the moment, and I'm not saying that it's how grounded you are. What's your value card? You know, how you carry your relationship with a client speaks a lot about sustainability of that business. Okay, so be focused, and also as you're creating relationship, as I always say, you need to be smart. Okay,
Yeah.
and on that note, I would say what I look for in mentors is wisdom. Yeah, I'm at a stage where I need a lot of wisdom to navigate business. And one of the things I look at their journey. I want to understand, like, I ask those tough questions. Yeah. And also, even mentorship, as you grow, it's not just anyone who's in real estate. It could be an investor. You want to understand how they've grown their portfolio, so you can also learn from them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now I fear your question.
Anyways, it's not going to be tough this time around. So I'm sure in real estate you definitely have lows and highs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do when you're really having low moments?
I check in a spa.
Especially low moment, not just caused by how bad the deal went, but the clients. Like, sometimes you'll be expecting, there's all those low moments caused by clients.
It gives me that disgusting taste kind of feel where I disconnect from everybody. And when I feel that, as I've just said, I'll check myself in for a nice pedicure or a spa, but in a space where it's me and my thoughts.
Yeah.
To just understand, how did that happen? I've been in such spaces for long. Or I will call my friend for a hangout. My best friend. Yeah. Do you think if you're in the same space, everything would have gone the same way? And she told me, here you ought to have done this. Here you ought to have done this. Going forward, you need to do this. Yeah. And that's what I always say. Accountability, friends.
True.
Then before I even forgot to mention, you need someone to hold. And that's my why of this mentorship. You are people that I'm teaching. I have my friends that I consult with, and then I have my mentors. I feel like that's a hierarchy of proper mentorship. You know you're learning when you're pouring into someone. Then also you are you're in the same space when you're sharing, collaborating, and talking about business together. Yes.
Okay, last question.
Sure.
For the mentees who are supposed to join or who are willing to join, what advantages would you tell them they will get when they join your mentorship? As the mentor.
As a mentor, let me just say, I am giving you mentorship from an experience perspective. I teach my own open book to my people. It's different from what you have gathered out there or maybe in class. I will take you through how to pitch, for instance, how to pitch for a property management assignment, how to put your systems in place, and also if someone asks you like a very general question, how is the market doing? How do you answer such a question from a professional perspective? So I will give you practical insights from experience that are very, very, very relatable to the Kenyan market, because that's my experience. I've gotten my experience from the Kenyan market, and this is what I pour to you. So if you're out there, jump in style on this mentorship. Wow, nice having you guys. And thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. I can't wait to see what level 2 has in store. For the guys who are signing up, I want to congratulate you. We are having our July cohort starting, level 1. And every mentee you've seen with me are starting off their level 2 real estate growth program as of from July rather. So I look forward to seeing you, and thank you so much. If you're out there and you think whatever we are sharing is very informative, feel free to share my video and click that notification button. Anytime we upload, you're notified. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I look forward to having an amazing time with you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.